But that's what I think the reptilians, like, it could be as easy as that, by them controlling and playing with us from outside this frequency range. And if we are their creation, we shouldn't worship them. Worship is bullshit. Don't worship your fucking pinky toe, man. And just fucking, you learn from it. If anything, I'm learning from all this information. If all this information isn't true, I don't give a fuck. It's fucking expanded my mind into perceptions that I can only imagine. And maybe one day I'll be a fucking raider, a science fiction raider, and people be like, yo, where do you get that shit? I'll be like, from my mind and from the stories that I perceived in my life experience. And people be like, yo, you gotta write a book about it. And I'd be like, I did that shit. I sold platinum albums and fucking got diamonds in my teeth. And I still speak the truth. Like fucking Tupac. I think like I'm the person, it's like they let me loose. Like they're letting me loose in the sense that they know I'm gonna share this information, and they know I'm gonna share it in such a abrupt way that it's like that's what they need. They need someone to fly out the seat of their pants. What I want to talk about is like frequencies and dimensions and all that. So basically, you know, there could be things in this room right now that I can't see. Are we really in this room? What are we in? Is it just our brain creating the physical illusion that we perceive? And I believe it is, through a whole bunch of things, like just like the setup is like a holographic universe. And if you can hold on to that image of a holographic universe, holograms are see-through, really. It's like an illusion. And that's what we could be. We could be projections, holograms. And this whole world is an illusion. It's not physically here. It's a creation of our mind. So basically, if I went into myself and tuned into another dimension, into another frequency, like I like to call like changing a radio station. I got a knob on my head. I go like that. It takes me from 101.1. I go to 101.2. And okay, now it's totally different. Now I'm in the desert. And well, what's happened? Well, I went to another dimension. The frequency changed. But does that mean that if I went back to 101.1 that I would come back here? That I believe that's what happens. So right now, if there's ghosts that are here, it's because they're in another vibration, another frequency. Maybe if there's stuff they haven't dealt with, they haven't been able to move forward from their experience, so they're stuck in the past. And maybe the past still exists. The past is still living, just in another dimension. And that's a good way of putting it. I think if all these people seeing the Civil War, like some people in the States see actual soldiers fighting each other, like Gettysburg or whatever, what they're seeing is seeing into like another dimension. They're seeing into a frequency that still exists, only they're not a part of it. And maybe those people are reliving it every fucking time because they haven't gotten over whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I believe that's what it is. And if you understand that, there's a multi-dimensional infinity that we're a part of. And there's dimensions in us, frequencies all around us. So that's how the reptilians can basically be controlling our world through us, in a way. It's a good analogy to understand. Like, yeah, like you ever feel like somebody's watching you? Maybe somebody is watching you, and they're not even in this dimension. They're not even in this world. I remember being in the shower and shit. I swear to God I did this. Why would I do this? I remember being in the shower and shit, and you're just in the shower, you're vibing out and stuff, right? I was fucking vibing out and shit in the shower. And I was thinking as a kid, like, imagine they were watching me. I felt like I was being watched. And maybe I was. Maybe I was feeling they were looking at me and shit. And then I felt like I put on like a little performance, like I pretended I was like a rock star, and I was singing into, like, I was looking at the fucking the water thing, like there was a camera there and I could see them and shit, and I was like going like this and stuff. And that's basically me, like showing that I know there's something there. And maybe that's really symbolic. Because another time I remember, I don't know, I just do things like this. Like, I thought my phone was tapped after I got on the G13 charges. And I thought, like, oh, if my phone's tapped, I can't fucking find out for the truth. Because I picked it up and it was like, it does like staticky, like, like weird. So what I did was I picked up my phone, and this is interesting too, if the John Lennon past life thing, my phone's tapped and me feeling like paranoid about it. And fucking so, I picked up the phone, and I was like, I know my phone's tapped. I know you're tapping my phone, and I hang up. Now fucking, I cover my bases. Maybe that's paranoia, but if my phones were tapped, those motherfuckers just shat their pants. Like, you let these motherfuckers know. I know too. I don't know where I went with that one, but fucking, you know what I mean? Like.